I hit 30K
in a day?
Yeah. My mom, she said like, is this legal?
You quit your job completely?
I just told them like, I might be back.
All right, bro. So tell them what your name is, kind of what you do. Just tell me a little bit about yourself.
My name is Millen. I do e-commerce, specifically branded drop shipping, and I found some great success recently.
When did you find out about drop shipping? Because it's been around for like literally over a decade now.
I had no idea what drop shipping was until August. My friend, he invited me over on a cruise, and he was doing it for around a year, and he found his first winner around that time as well. And he wanted to put me on as well because I didn't like my job, and I've told him many times like why I don't like my job.
Well, what were you doing, if you don't mind me asking?
I was instructor at an after-school program.
Dude, that's the worst, man.
Bro, dealing with kids, bro.
So you were instructor, and he was doing drop shipping, so you saw he was doing it, and you're like, I should do it too? Is that kind of what happened?
Yeah. And he basically told me like, why wouldn't you want to do this? Like, why not? And I told myself, yeah, why not? So I just started, and while we were on that cruise, he helped me get my first 2 sales. So it kind of validated it for me that you can actually make money online.
And we're gonna make this clip the intro. How much have you made with drop shipping so far?
$150,000 in profit.
Wow. And how much in revenue?
Revenue around 550K.
$500,000 in revenue.
Yeah.
Wow, awesome. So going back to the story, you saw your friend doing it, you wanted to hop on it as well. He helped you get your first 2 sales. From learning about the way we do drop shipping, like what changed, right? Because obviously I know like you weren't doing the branded approach initially, I'm assuming. What changed?
I started placing more emphasis on the creatives. And I remember watching a video you made. You were talking about how your hook, it needs to be aggressive. Because if it's not aggressive, then people are just gonna scroll past. Like, you need to say some shit that's gonna make them go like, whoa, what?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like small things like that, like having your creatives better. I'm assuming like a branded store as well. So you found out about dropshipping in August. How long did it take until you started to become profitable? Because a lot of people are doing dropshipping right now, but they're just not profitable.
When I started in the first month, I was not profitable at all. Second month, not profitable. Third month, not profitable. And then around in November is when I found my first winner, and I actually started making some money. I think I made around like $9,000 in profit. Honestly, like, it was more money than I make at my job.
Yeah.
It was quite a lot for me, but also I wasn't satisfied. I wanted more.
Yeah.
Because I knew if I could make $1,000, $2,000 in profit, what's stopping me from making $100,000?
100%. So you quit your job completely?
I just told them like I might be back. Because it's like a seasonal job type of thing. But yeah,
I don't think you are either, bro. After making $500,000, like, come on now. So upon finding out about branded drop shipping, how long did it take to see success? Because like, again, you didn't start with the branded approach. I'm assuming you started with more like the traditional approach. When you started to do like more branded drop shipping, like focusing on your hooks and all that good stuff, how long until you started to see success?
I hit 30K in the first 2 weeks that I joined Brandify.
30K in a day, or?
Yeah.
That's insane, dude. That's insane.
Props to the coaches.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, coaches, yeah, dude, I mean, they're up themselves, you know what I mean? Like, Adrian has like 2 supercars, Abraham's balling out the ass. But yeah, no, besides that, within 2 weeks of joining the program, you hit 30K a day. But I want to highlight something though. You already knew about drop shipping beforehand, right? So when you got into the program and you like started to see like the type of stuff we teach, what was your initial reaction where you were like, oh, this just makes sense? Or where you're like, I don't know, like maybe this won't work? Like, how did you think in the moment?
From the course to the chats with the coaches, everything made sense, and it just validated all of my knowledge further. Because I feel like when you're starting any business, you might be doing something and it's working, but also at the same time, you might have that feeling in your chest that's like, oh, I don't really know if it's like the right way.
Yeah.
But then when you have somebody who's done it like many times, validate it for you, then you really know that it's the way to do it.
100%. I gotta ask, man, how did it feel when you hit that 30K a day? Because a lot of people that like watch this type of content, they're like 30K a month or like 30K like a year, but you're saying 30K a day. Like, how did that feel?
I wanted more, bro.
Damn, all right, so he's hustling, he's at it. Well, you're in the right community because we go for millions a month, right? That's what we teach. But when you saw that 30K a day, like, were you like, I'm out, I escaped, like I did what I wanted to do? Or you just like, I want more money? Like, what was going through your head?
I started grinding even harder, bro.
Nice.
Yeah. Like 15 to 20 creatives a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't even have an editor or a VA.
You're just doing it yourself.
Yeah, I did everything myself, bro.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because I completely get it, because you see like, okay, 30K a day, like this is an opportunity that like no one else has, you know what I mean? And like when you see opportunity in front of you, like you got to go get it, you know what I mean? So a lot of people watching this might already be doing drop shipping, like pump and dump drop shipping. Like what would you say to the kid that's doing pump and dump drop shipping that isn't able to make it work, and maybe they're saying to themselves drop shipping is dead?
It's not sustainable at all. If you want to be doing product research like every 2 weeks, go ahead. But if you want a sustainable source of income, branded dropshipping is the wave. And also the niche you choose is very important.
100%. You got to pick the right niche to make a brand, right? Why do you think most people fail with dropshipping? Because like you're somewhat becoming an expert now, because you like, again, you've made decent money in the space, and obviously you're going to make way more. Why do you think most people fail in this business model?
I feel like it's the fear of taking risks.
Interesting. Like elaborate, yeah.
Well, in my case, what was holding me back is the fear of losing money, not having money to pay rent, not having money to pay for the gym. Because bro, I was making shit money before this.
Yeah.
I was making like $900 every 2 weeks because it was bi-weekly pay. So testing, like it took up a lot of how much I got paid for my job.
Yeah.
And it was kind of scary, bro, because like I'm not trying to be homeless.
Yeah, 100%, dude, 100%.
But you gotta take the risk.
Yeah.
And just believe that it will work, because eventually it will. It's like if somebody picks up a guitar for the first time, they're gonna be trash, bro. Like it's gonna be painful. But the more and more you practice and you just get shit done, like it just becomes second nature to you.
100%. You just gotta keep going at it, right? Yeah. And that's the thing that sucks about being like a community owner, like making Brandify, was like we put our heart and soul into making this like the best thing for people in the dropshipping niche. There's always gonna be people who don't pursue it. Like they get in the community or they try out our methods and it doesn't work off the bat and they just say it's dead. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just such a common thing. And that's just with any sort of education. You have people that are just what we call like bad apples, basically. What are your goals right now with dropshipping? What are you trying to get to? You want to do like 5 million a month, 2 million a month, like monetarily, and I guess like overall, what are your goals with dropshipping?
My next goal is definitely $1 million a month, and definitely to start building a brand to exit it and then do it again and again.
100%. It's like creating, it's like, I kind of use the analogy of it's like making a pizza. You can make it once, you can make it 5 other times. You know what I mean? It's just, once you know what you're doing, it's not that hard. So when it comes to creating a brand, and I already know the answer to this, but I want the audience to know as well, why would you prefer creating a brand over just doing like regular drop shipping?
Sustainable income.
Yeah.
That, and also you can exit it. What type of investor is going to invest his money in a pump and dump?
Exactly. And like prior to joining Brandify and like getting mentored by me and the team, did you have that mindset, or were you more so like drop shipping is like a method you can make money online, but it's not like a real business?
Oh yeah.
You thought it was like a method?
Yeah. I used to have my ads on TikTok, and bro, that's how I actually lost money. I mean, it's great, but Meta is way better. Facebook is way better.
You can build a multi-million-dollar business with Meta ads, but you can't do the same on TikTok. So that says enough, you know what I mean, to do Meta. You know, it's funny too, because a lot of people will look at drop shipping and think, oh, this is just like a side hustle. A lot of people will get into it like, oh, I'm just gonna do this on the side while I work my 9 to 5. They don't realize they got guys like you who like dedicated everything to it and now are doing really well with the business model. What do you like your friends think, or your family? Because I'm sure they like have some sort of reaction to you making 30K in one day. Like, it must be crazy.
No, my mom, she said like, is this legal? Like, I'm like, yes, don't worry, everything's legal, don't worry. My friends are happy for me. Some people I offered to teach them like while I found my first winner, but they were like, oh, you know, like in the summer. But I told them like, I can teach you now, but in the summer I'm gonna be busy, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'll direct you to a mentor or something, but personally I'll be busy for sure. And now they're reaching out to me like, bro, I want to learn right now.
They're going to. But I'm sure like you've put a lot of work into it as well, like to make this business model work.
Oh, bro, absolutely. From the morning all the way to the night, like the only thing my mind was on was drop shipping, bro.
And that's how it needs to be when you start. If you really wanted to get it to work, like don't get me wrong, like you can get to a couple $1,000s a day in sales within a couple months to a year, but to do like those 30K days, to like absolutely crush it, become a multimillionaire, get the Lambo, do all that cool stuff, you kind of have to have that
blood, sweat, and tears.
You got to have the locked in mentality. And that goes for any business model. You know, like I've even said like agency, crypto, trading, whatever you do, like these are all like basic business models, but it doesn't matter what you do, you have to put your blood, sweat, and tears into it. Now, my thing is you're doing 30K a day like now, right? Like today, or like you're around 30K a day, or?
My ad account got restricted
Ah,
and
gotcha.
disabled like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
But bro, for like a solid 3 weeks, I was doing 30K days.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And getting the ad account back, we actually can help you that in the community as well. Like, I don't know if you talked to Adrian, but we have ways of getting them back. But as a side note, we'll talk about that later. But you were doing 30K days for how long again?
For like 3 weeks.
3 weeks. So it wasn't just one 30K day. It was for 3 weeks consistently doing 30K days.
Yeah.
To me, that's real money. You know what I mean? That's why when I cringe and I see these other dropshipping communities who are like, oh, hit their 1K day. Like, it took them like 5 months to hit a 1K day and now they're done. You know what I mean? And you're doing 30K day every single day. I'm gonna ask you a funny question. What do you think about organic dropshipping and organic dropshippers?
Too time consuming, bro.
Yeah.
It's like way too time consuming. Cause like, obviously, not that it doesn't work. It definitely works, but you're probably only gonna see success in like, what, like 4 years? Like, do you really wanna be taking mad videos and posting it on TikTok, on Instagram, and hoping that somebody clicks your link?
Yeah.
No, just do it directly.
Yeah.
Make an advertisement, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Make
like
it creative.
Yeah, like run a real business, you know, because like at
exactly.
the end of the day, you're creative, your ad, that's your commercial. You know what I mean? You're just making commercials at the end of the day. It's like a real business. Do you think like the average Joe or the average person can make dropshipping work, or do you think it's only for like a select amount of people?
When I first started, I thought that I would be terrible at it because I'm terrible at math. And I thought that business is all about math, bro. So I was like, there's no way that this is gonna work for me.
Yeah.
But after a while, I realized you don't really have to be like a gifted and talented person. It's really all about putting the work in.
100%. I think it's a mix of like putting the work in, somewhat getting lucky too. Like, I'm not gonna lie, luck does play a factor in business. It's just life,
Yeah, of
right?
course.
And on top of that as well, it's like knowing what not to focus on. That's what we make like a big point in the communities. Like, I feel like if you go on YouTube, you don't learn drop shipping, you learn like the shitty drop shipping, because there's so much BS knowledge on stuff that you shouldn't focus on, like your homepage or your terms of service. Like that type of stuff isn't gonna drive sales, you know? But no, 100%, dude. I totally agree. I totally agree. It's cool. You're crushing it, bro. 30K a day for 3 weeks straight. Like, that's good, man. That's good.
Bro, like I think 4 days ago, I looked at my triple whale, bro. 11.2K in profit.
Yeah.
I'm getting a Cartier.
Yeah. Is that watch right there? Yeah. You gotta show the audience. Look at that. That's sick, man. That's sick. Yeah, you'll get a crazy amount of watches. The good thing is it's like you're not making small money. Like you picked a model to where you can make big money, right? Yeah. So like you can get the nice watches, you can get the nice cars. That's why when I see guys be like, oh, start an agency and make 10K a month, it's like you can't get the nice watches with 10K a month. You can't enjoy the finer things in life. You're just getting blue balled, you know what I mean? Because your mentor is driving a Lambo, but you're not in the same business as him because he's just selling info. He doesn't do the business model, right? Now I have to ask, like, what made you want to join Brandify? Because a lot of people are on the fence of like, is this like a legit community? Am I actually gonna make money from it? What made you kind of jump over the fence and join?
I don't want to say guru because I feel like that's like a slur.
Yeah.
But like the only person whose advice I actually listened to and it actually worked was yours, bro.
I love that, bro. I love that. I appreciate that, man. That means the world to me because like, that's why we do what we do. You know what I mean? When I was initially getting into personal branding, I had no reason to, bro. Like as you see, I'm printing with the business model. Like I think last month we had like 4 M's or something like that. We're printing out of the ass. But the thing is, like, I have no reason to get in front of the camera and talk. And like the video I was telling you about earlier, like, this is just shit that I like to do. Because you're not the only person I've talked to that is just like actually crushing it with the model, right? And it just like, it feels so good because it's like, dude, like, this shit's working for other people. You know what I mean? It's not just me. It's like everyone's eating, you know what I mean? And like, you're gonna go through your own journey and your own path. And, you know, who knows? You might surpass me. And I'm okay with that because it's like, it's about giving, you know what I mean? It sounds cringy, but like, dude, I've been doing this shit for like 5 years now. Like, I've had my time where it was just me making a bunch of money, like traveling, doing what I want to. This is what makes me happy, you know what I mean? But no, it's really cool to see that you're working and doing well off of it. So you said you're gonna build the brand. Are you gonna start multiple brands at the same time, or you just wanna do like one at a time? What's your kind of goal with that?
Initially, definitely one. And then after I've done it once, then it's gonna be way easier to manage 2 or 3 or 4.
100%, dude, because like, I'll tell you what, coming from experience, obviously, when you have the recipe down, you can have other people do it and you can kind of manage them and you can get percentages out of it. Or you could do the route of just hiring out a big team, you know what I mean? Your route to entrepreneurship starts actually when you start to build a team, right? It's like, I don't know if you have a team right now. I'm assuming you have like a customer service rep or something.
Just me, bro.
Damn, wait, hold up, this is crazy. You're doing 30K days and you're a one-man show.
Yeah.
Just you.
Yeah.
That's insane, bro. I love that. I love that so much.
Bro, because I don't have time to interview VAs. I hired a VA on Upwork, but I didn't know that you actually have to like interview them them. So she was responding to customers in broken English. I had to fire her within like the first 3 hours. I'm sorry. Like,
yeah. You can find some good people without interviews. It's just, you're going to get some VAs that aren't the best. It's just how it is. You got to hire fast, fire faster. It's just the name of the game. But that's even crazy. The more I talk to you, the more I'm like, dude, this is fucking crazy. Because you started. No editor, bro. Okay, so
everything myself.
That's insane. So you started in August. So it hasn't even been like, how long is it? Is that a year? It's less than a year.
Yeah.
What was that, like a couple
like
months?
Half a year.
Yeah, so you started 6 months ago. You, within a week of joining Brandify, you're doing 30K a day. That's for 3 weeks consecutively. And you're just a one-man show, so you don't even have a team.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you right now, once you get a team involved and you start to like build out your infrastructure, which we can obviously help you with, that's what we're here for, you will be doing way more as well. And you'll be able to kind of like spread into like different brands and whatnot. Because like, dude, if you could do 30K a day on one store and you know how to create the ads for that and you understand the business, what goes to say you can't do that on like 4 to 5 more stores? You know what I mean? And that's like, do the math. Like that's like 100+ K a day.
Next time I scale that high, like if I can't get my ad account fixed, I'm definitely gonna work with a team, bro. Bro, I was burnt out.
Yeah, I mean, I would be too. I remember when I started, it was just, I was doing the emails myself. I was doing everything myself. And I'm just like, I need a team, bro. And you have capital built up now. You can get a team without issue because it's not expensive, dude. Like,
yeah, not at all.
Editor plus the CS reps, like you're only gonna spend like at max, like 4K a month.
Yeah.
At max. What's your day-to-day look like now in terms of like, where do you live right now?
I live in Chelsea, New York.
You live in New York, so like.
In Manhattan.
Manhattan, that's sick. So like, I guess what does your day-to-day look like as a successful dropshipper?
I wake up, I respond to angry customer emails, then I go straight to the triple whale. I check if my ads are doing good, see if any good ones are rejected. I start working on creatives, order some food, go to the gym, go back to the crib, work on some more creatives. I post those, and all in the meanwhile, I'm also scaling.
Yeah, so you're bumping your campaign budgets, and that's basically it.
Yeah, and traveling as well.
Yeah, because you got hopping on the flight here to Miami and whatnot. Yeah. The reason I'm asking is because a lot of people might look at your results and be like, this guy is like a Mark Zuckerberg genius. Like he's like got like 5 computer screens, you know, dialed in. You're normal. You wake up, you order some Uber Eats, you fucking respond to emails, edit some videos in between. Like it's normal, right? It's just about doing it. You know what I mean? You're actually doing it. You found success and you just kept compounding. It's, you know, what's ironic is like with the branded dropshipping model, as you know, it's like to continue to see success, you just make more creatives. 99% of people that see success with dropshipping don't make more creatives. So just by making more creatives, you're ahead of 99% of people. And that's why you're able to do the numbers you're doing. A lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah, it was one of the tips that I got from the coaches to start making more creatives every day once you're starting to see some validation that the product is working, because I was only posting, I think, 5 creatives a day at first. And, you know, it was all profitable, but I couldn't really scale fast, you know?
Yeah.
And it was going kind of slow. I was stuck at around like 3K days. And then I got the advice from the coaches. In a week and a half or 2 weeks, I'm already at 30K.
Yeah.
I didn't believe in myself. I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, it scales fast, bro.
Yeah.
It's so crazy because you basically have doubled your Brandify investment every single day for like 3 weeks straight. Yeah, in terms of profit, obviously. Yeah. That's insane, dude. That's insane. Yeah, we gotta up our prices, man. That shit's too valuable. Yeah, that shit's too valuable. But it's just game, bro. Like, it's crazy because I've been in positions before where like I'm at the bridge of scaling. Someone tells me something, I do it, and then I'm just like printing. And I'll tell you, like, as entrepreneur to entrepreneur, every level of your journey, there's gonna be something like that, right? So for example, 30K days, you might be coasting at that for, let's say, like a year, which obviously is great money, right? And you'll get to the point where it's like you'll hear something and you'll try it out, and now you're at like 60K days, and then you're at 60K days, you hear something, now you're at 100. So every scale of your journey, there's always gonna be that like 1 or 2 things that just like propel you forward. I'm glad you found it pretty quickly. Like, it's what, 6 months and you're running 30K days?
Bro, I used to like fall asleep at night and think like, bro, like what if like all of this shit is a scam? Like I'm just being scammed, like this shit isn't real.
Yeah.
Bro, I would like wake up, like have no sales, I'm in the red. But once I found my first winner, bro, I didn't sleep for like 2 days because of the adrenaline rush I had.
Yeah.
It was just ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching.
Yeah, and your ads are super profitable?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I love that, man. I love that. How did your first sale feel like? Because I feel like that's like a big moment for a lot of people.
Honestly, I wasn't really satisfied because like I knew I wasn't making money.
Yeah, because you're in the red for the first sale.
Yeah, but the first time I actually felt satisfied is when I saw my net profit being in the green.
Okay, so you're a smart guy. You look at the profit, not the revenue, obviously.
Yeah.
What was your best feeling moment? Because I can tell you mine. Like when I started my dropshipping journey, it was my first 1K day. When I had that first 1K day, I remember I was out with my family. I think we were doing like rafting or some random shit. And then I wasn't on my phone all day, and then I checked my phone, it was like 6, 7 p.m. and we were already at like 1.3, 1.4K for the day. And I was like, this is crazy, bro. Like $1,000, you know? So that to me was my best moment. But like, and I, you know, nowadays we've crossed 100K a day on average, like, and it doesn't feel like anything. But for you, what was that like best moment you've had so far? Was it the net profit or?
I would say honestly, it was when I was at my shitty old job.
Yeah.
And I hit a 1K day.
A 1K day?
Yeah, because that literally just showed me like I don't need to be here.
Yeah.
I don't need to be here.
You don't,
like,
dude,
I'm wasting my time here.
Yeah, and like now you have the knowledge to where, let's say worst case scenario, shit goes to shove, doesn't work anymore. You still have the knowledge to do it on new stores, or like obviously the route you're going, stuff doesn't just stop. You know what I mean? You can obviously get it back and going, but you have like the most important thing what I'm trying to make is you have the knowledge, so you can literally replicate this success for the next decade, bro. Like,
and repeat.
It's not going anywhere. Like for example, when there's like business models out there where people will be like, oh, be a copywriter for other businesses. Dude, that's not gonna last forever. You're getting replaced by AI in real time, you know what I mean? But with this model, it's like you have this knowledge that's gonna stick with you genuinely for the rest of your life, right? Like creating brands online, e-commerce, that's not going anywhere, bro. And like some of the biggest companies in the world have stemmed from it. Like you got like Amazon. You know, Amazon started dropshipping books.
Yeah.
They're called relentless.com. That was their first name because they were relentless because they kept like, they would always ship out 24/7. They never closed. Or like the youngest billionaire in the world, it's the guy who created Gymshark. It's an e-commerce brand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember I was reading about that.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro, because a lot of people think this model doesn't work or it's dead. We're literally just taking some of the richest people in the world, some of the most youngest and richest people in the world, and we're just doing it on a smaller scale. That's why I love what I do, bro, because it works, you know? What is your thought when you see other business models out there? Like when you see guys saying like, hey, try trading, or hey, try copywriting. Like what are your thoughts on these other business models?
I think like, why would you do like that type of work? It's so volatile. Like there's no stability or balance in that work.
Yeah.
You could be trading and like lose all your money. Like,
It's gambling.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%, dude. I mean, I have this famous thing I say, it's like trading is just gambling with extra steps. You can catch a trade one day, maybe you can't catch it the next, you know what I mean? But if as long as your ads are up for your store, you're printing, right? So
Exactly.
It's a different model, 100%. Any questions for me?
Do you have any recommendations for filing taxes?
Oh, we can plug you up with the accounting team. We can plug you up with specialized with just e-commerce accounting stuff. They're actually called the e-commerce accountant.
Oh, really?
Yeah, everyone uses them. Like all the top guys use them. I'll plug you with them.
Thank you, bro.
Are you doing like P&L and books? Are you making sure like you're looking at your P&Ls and whatnot?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes.
You should. This is a tip I'll give you because you're making money now. Make sure you have like a Google sheet that's like tracking like every month your monthly P&L. Because when you exit your business, this is really important. They'll be like, where are your P&Ls? And you should have it. Accounting to me is, I hate it. It's the worst part of the business model, but you just got to deal with it. You eventually can hire out for it. First start with the customer service rep.
Yeah.
But you should really have a customer service rep, bro. I'm finding it crazy. This guy's a one-man show and he's doing 30K a day. It's insane.
You could always find me on my phone just like writing emails.
Yeah.
Bro, and my friend is like, bro, like what the fuck? You're always on your phone.
That's a good problem to have, you know what I mean? Because it's like, at least they're getting orders, right?
Our shipping policy is 5 to 25 business days.
5 to 25 is it's a little bit out there, but
Yeah, it's a big range.
you know, I'll tell you too, so if you're using the supplier we gave you guys, that same supplier, once you start, I think it depends on how long you're doing it, but after like a month and a half to 2 months, you can basically negotiate with them and get US inventory for free, basically. We talk about this in some of the brand workshops we do, but essentially if you just tell them like, okay, hey, I've been getting orders for like 2 months now, it's been consistent, I can project these orders for the next 2 months, but my store might get shut down if I don't get US inventory, I need better shipping times, whatever it may be, just kind of BS it a little bit. They'll give you US inventory on a drop shipping pricing structure. So for some of our brands right now, like Chinese New Year is coming up, right? We'll put in like literally over 4 to 5 M's worth of inventory and we don't have to pay a single dollar. We just pay when it ships out from the warehouse.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's only done with suppliers like this, bro. Because like the thing is, the supplier you're using, assuming it's the same one we give, I've been to China, I've seen them in person, they know I have a community, they know like what we're trying to build, they understand Brandify. I told them like a lot of the people that join, we're teaching them everything we know, we show them our brands, right? So they have all the potential in the world to scale up just as much as I am, but you guys need to make sure sure that you're taking care of them. If they're asking for credit lines, give it to them. If they're asking for Facebook accounts, they have Facebook accounts as well, give it to them. If they're asking for this, give it to them. Whatever they need, give it to them. And they understand it. So you guys can leverage that and be like, yo, I'm scaling up. I'm going to make a lot of money. I need credit lines, or I need US inventory, or I need ad accounts, whatever you need, they will get it for you. All these connections are yours. You know what I mean? And these connections will be with you for your whole dropshipping career.
The supplier you gave me, bro, they're fire. My first supplier, bro, it took them like a month to get shit to the customer. With this supplier, like 2 weeks max. Bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Max.
Yeah, max. And especially when you start to do consistent orders, it'll go down to like 5 days.
Yeah.
Because what this supplier is doing for you right now is they're buying stock on your behalf you don't know, right? Because you're paying them on a drop shipping pricing structure, right? Every time the order ships out, you pay. But what they're doing to make sure that your shipping times are good after you start to do good orders is they're buying stock from the factory on your behalf and keeping it in their warehouse so they can ship it out when it's ready. Like, this is all happening behind the scenes, but you don't have to worry about it because like these are goated connections. You know what I mean? All you have to worry about is obviously just making the ads and making sure the customers don't get mad. Which again, you shouldn't have to. You should just get a VA for it. But yeah. I hope after this you get a VA because shit, bro, you need one.
Yeah, bro. I always wake up and I read like hate comments, bro.
Yeah.
Respond to the hate comments.
Yeah, you got to deal with it at the beginning, but then obviously you get the inventory, you get like 2 or 3 reps and you're good. Then it fixes itself, basically. Yeah. What qualities of this product are you selling that are allowing you to sell so much of it? Is it like a shortcut kind of? Is it like a problem-solving product? Is it something like home decor? Like, let's talk a little bit about like your mentality on product research. Obviously, you don't have to expose your product, but just talk a little bit about product research.
Well, honestly, I just go on Facebook ad library and I just search up drop shipping terms, and then I look through like all the bullshit on Facebook ads. Like, it has a whole ton of bullshit. But within 15 minutes, I could probably find like 5 products with potential. And then I load Shop Hunter and I type in the URL of that store into Shop Hunter. And obviously Shop Hunter isn't accurate like at all, but it can give you an estimate if they're actually making money at all or not. And I also look if that brand has been posting ads for longer than a week.
Yeah.
Because if they have, like, they're spending money, which means they're probably making money. Why would you be spending money if you're losing money?
100%, 100%. So you hop on there and you're like, this is a product I want to sell.
Yeah. And that's how I found both of my winners.
And like in terms of like these particular products, are they gonna be more so like home decor products?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like the reason I'm asking is because a lot of people that might watch this have tried drop shipping the wrong way, and they've tried doing like the home decor, like the sunset lamps and sticky balls and all that BS that doesn't work. And like I'm trying to like push it down people's throat, like don't sell those type of products because they don't make 30K a day. You know what I mean? You gotta sell like shortcut based products, hair, skin, whatever it may be. Those are the type of products that work. What are some of like the main things that you took away from Brandify?
Make more creatives, don't be lazy, and don't be afraid to bump budgets.
Sometimes the easiest way to scale is just by spending more on ads.
Yeah, exactly.
There's been so many people that join the community where like we look at their ad account, we look at their creatives, and we're just like, dude, press this button, press that button, press this button. Okay, cool. Now they're at 30K a day.
Yeah.
It's that easy. Yeah, it's just knowing what button to press. You know what I mean?
I would also say the biggest thing I've learned, this is actually the biggest thing.
Let's hear it.
So Facebook is very inconsistent, and especially when you're at a low scale. Like one day you could have 5 orders and the next like 2 orders, and you think, oh, it's a failed store. But no, you actually need to ride it out, like wait a couple days for it to optimize. Like let's say you bump your budgets and the next day for some reason your campaign is doing shit. Don't cut the campaign, like wait another day. The whole reason why people don't succeed in dropshipping is because they're afraid of losing money.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. And that's why guys like you who actually invest money into like joining communities and learning from other people and trying products end up winning, right? Behind that 30K day, it was like you said, like your first 2 sales were unprofitable. You kept going. And one thing that you did that most people don't do is you found out about dropshipping, you tried it, you were unprofitable, but then you found someone who was doing it, you invested in their community and you learned from them, and then you started to do it profitably.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
like you might think like, okay, that's like no brainer, right? Like makes sense. I'm telling you, bro, most people don't do that. I don't know if it's because they're not smart enough or they don't have big enough balls, but whatever it is, they can't like comprehend that, you know what I mean? But for guys like you and me, it just makes sense. Like when I started it, I saw people that are doing well, I invested in them, I learned from them, I learned from a bunch of people, and I made it work. So that thought process right there is literally the only reason why you're doing what you're doing. You took the risk, basically.
Yeah. If you think about it, people pay like 50 grand for college just to get out of college and not make any money at all.
Yeah.
Like all you have to do is face losing like maybe max like 5K and like investing in a mentorship, and you're gonna be making thousands of them.
It's so good that you say that because obviously if I say that to the camera, they're gonna be like, oh, he's selling his program, scammer. But like, you know, that's why we got you here. Yeah, hell yeah, bro. But no, it's been real, bro. I think we can wrap it up here. Just final words for everybody. I'm gonna ask one last question. If someone is watching this and they're thinking of joining Brandify, but they don't know if they should, what do you say to them?
Just do it.
Just do it, bro.
There's no reason why.
I love
Just
that.
do it. Pull the trigger.
Try it, man. Try it. Well, that's it. That's a wrap, man. Well, thank you for coming on. It's gonna be good, man. I hope next time we sit down, you're ripping 60K days.
Hell yeah, bro.
Fuck yeah, bro. That's good. That's good.